two-parter. Alright, here we go. Playtest. Let's see if it's ready for prime time. I had a terrible day of Mario Maker yesterday. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get on and review a bunch of levels. And then I just always let people derail me, like dropping codes in chat, and then I end up playing like 4 levels with brutal difficulty where I like keep dying at 1 difficulty spike for 45 minutes. So I'm excited to just play a level. Did I? I felt like I was unproductive pretty much because I reviewed one of Epic's levels and then Epic was like, oh, will you play another one of my levels? And I was like, yeah, sure, you're here, so whatever. And Epic said they were giving me, well, first they offered me a level and I said, give me one that's not overly crazy. And they were like, oh, well, that's my hardest. And I'm like, well, why do you give people your hardest level, like when they ask you to give them a level? Like, is that what you always do? And they said, yeah. So then they gave me one they said was moderate, and I played it for like... I felt like I should have quit it after 20 minutes. It was like a lot of just crazy aerial stuff on floating beetles. And then I just stuck with it for way too long. I played it for like an hour and a half. And I'm like talking on Twitch chat and yammering, and Epic was really active in the chat, which is cool and fun. But I'm not really used to playing and streaming and... Yeah, what is Potabo? Like, is that a joke on something? I'm not... Duffy, for reference, I'm streaming, so this is people in chat I'm talking to. Yeah, that's how I felt about it yesterday. I was like, geez... It's 9 o'clock and like I've forgotten to stir my pot of tomatoes on the stove and all this and that. Like my dinner was burning. I had to walk the dog. My wonderful wife was just like putting up with being ignored. She's having fun though. She's been hanging out in chat. The other night she was like posting the code for what level I was on. I was like, you don't gotta do that. I'll figure out Warp World. She's like, I know. She's fun. We're a team. Uh-oh, this is dangerous standing here. There we go. I like this level. It feels normal. What's up with these donut blocks here? Is that gonna respawn for me? Good. That's cool. It's like a little secret area that I saw before. This level feels good. Like I can actually play it without dedicating 140% of my focus. The pipes are strung up with these suspension cables made out of tracks, which is a nice touch. I know Kuro probably appreciates that. And this is good. It just makes this simple thing a little bit dicey. Usually I'd check for a 1-up behind that, but like I didn't do it because I was thinking about getting by that, so I'm going to run back and check. This level feels really good so far. Nothing feels broken. I've been saying kind of the theme of my playing for the past week is like, oh sweet, I'm going to go and review a bunch of levels. And then I play like 3 or 4 levels where I play through 2/3 or 3/4 of the way, and then it's like a huge difficulty spike. Like I have to do... Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Okay, there's some bombs I have to wait out. So I have to get bombs now and bring them over here. But yeah, these levels were all just like 2/3 or 3/4 of the way I would get to a massive difficulty spike where it's like, hey, you gotta do this pixel perfect trick. And makers, like, that stuff is really easy to figure out when you're building a level, because you can practice it and you can really pull it apart and see what tile things are on and stuff like that. But when you are just playing a level and you haven't been able to practice the elements of it and stuff like that, that gets a little crazy sometimes. Like, I forget, I think it was 5-2 I was playing. And it was just like bullet hell fire flowers, like you had to know exactly where to be. What's the speed strat? Am I doing something without even realizing? Oh, that's cool. So I didn't even realize that the flames that are flying around, they're setting off all the bombs that are around. I like that. It's a really intricately put together level. It's neat. It feels rushed because all this fire's coming, but it's threatening in a good way. Like, it's not overbearing, but I like really have to think about where is a safe spot. And that's tough because like you need to clear both blocks on top of the pipe, so it just like tucks it in. Accidentally hit the bomb with my hands, but it seemed to blow up more blocks there. Got hit with the boom. Huh, I don't know. Yay! What's this, 4C? I feel like it's ready. I don't think I said one bad thing. K-Mad, why don't you have the world record? Oh geez, I gave this level a thumbs up the other night. I have no memory of playing it. I gave this level a thumbs up the other night.